Practical English podcast, helping you become confident and fluent in English. Hi there, amazing English learners. My name is Mia, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here on Practical English podcast today. I'm here to share something that I'm really passionate about, helping you speak confidently about your workday in English. You know, in my years of teaching English for professionals, I've discovered something fascinating. When students can confidently describe their workday, everything else becomes easier.
Why?
Because work vocabulary is something you use every single day. It's practical, it's relevant, and it's the foundation for so many other conversations. Today, I'm going to take you on a complete journey through a typical workday in English. We'll start from the moment you leave home in the morning until you finish work in the evening. But here's what makes this lesson special. I'm not just going to teach you vocabulary. I'm going to teach you how to speak naturally, how to connect ideas smoothly, and how to sound like a confident professional in English. Whether you work in an office, from home, in a shop, in a hospital, or anywhere else, the structure I'm teaching you today will work for your situation. And if you love my teaching style and want me to come back with more professional English lessons, please let the team know in the comments. But before we dive into the vocabulary and phrases, I want you to understand something important about describing your workday. Many English learners make the mistake of learning individual work-related words, meeting, email, deadline, colleague, but they struggle to put these words together in natural-sounding sentences. Today, we're going to learn complete phrases and sentence patterns that you can use immediately. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a complete template for describing any workday in English, and you'll sound natural and confident doing it. Starting your workday, morning routine at work. Let's begin with how to describe the start of your workday. Listen carefully to these phrases, and then we'll practice them together. First, let's talk about arriving at work. Here are some natural ways to describe this. I usually get to work around 9 a.m. Now you repeat. I usually get to work around 9 a.m. I arrive at the office at about 8:30. Your turn. I arrive at the office at about 8:30. I start work at 9 o'clock sharp. Repeat after me. I start work at 9 o'clock sharp. Now, what's the first thing you do when you arrive? Let's practice these phrases. The first thing I do is check my emails. Listen and repeat. The first thing I do is check my emails. I begin my day by reviewing my schedule. Your turn. I begin my day by reviewing my schedule. I start by grabbing a coffee and planning my day. Repeat. I start by grabbing a coffee and planning my day.
Perfect.
Notice how these phrases flow naturally. The first thing I do is, and I begin my day by, are fantastic sentence starters that you can use with any activity. Now, let's practice describing your morning work activities. Listen to these examples. In the morning, I usually focus on important tasks. Repeat after me. In the morning, I usually focus on important tasks. My mornings are typically busy with meetings. Your turn. My mornings are typically busy with meetings. I spend the first few hours preparing presentations. Repeat. I spend the first few hours preparing presentations. Describing meetings and collaborations. Now, let's move on to one of the most important parts of describing your workday, talking about meetings and working with colleagues. This is where many English learners feel nervous, but with the right phrases, you'll sound confident and professional. First, let's practice different ways to say you have meetings. I have a team meeting every Monday morning. Listen and repeat. I have a team meeting every Monday morning. We're having a project review this afternoon. Your turn. We're having a project review this afternoon. I'm attending a client presentation at 2 p.m. Repeat. I'm attending a client presentation at 2 p.m. Now let's describe what happens in these meetings. In the meeting, we discuss current projects. Repeat after me. In the meeting, we discuss current projects. We review our progress and plan next steps. Your turn. We review our progress and plan next steps. I present my ideas to the team. Repeat. I present my ideas to the team. Excellent. Now, let's practice talking about working with colleagues. I collaborate closely with my teammates. Listen and repeat. I collaborate closely with my teammates. I work together with the marketing department. Your turn. I work together with the marketing department. My colleague and I are working on a new project. Repeat. My colleague and I are working on a new project. Daily tasks and responsibilities. Now, let's focus on describing your specific daily tasks. This is where you can really personalize your workday description. I'll give you flexible sentence patterns that work for any job. Let's start with the phrase, I'm responsible for. This is incredibly useful. I'm responsible for managing client accounts. Repeat after me. I'm responsible for managing client accounts. I'm responsible for updating the database. Your turn. I'm responsible for updating the database. I'm responsible for training new employees. Repeat. I'm responsible for training new employees. Now, let's practice. My main tasks include. Another fantastic pattern. My main tasks include writing reports. Listen and repeat. My main tasks include writing reports. My main tasks include answering phone calls. Your turn. My main tasks include answering phone calls. My main tasks include organizing events. Repeat. My main tasks include organizing events. Let's also practice describing ongoing work with I spend time. Phrases. I spend a lot of time analyzing data. Repeat after me. I spend a lot of time analyzing data. I spend most of my day helping customers. Your turn. I spend most of my day helping customers. I spend the afternoon working on reports. Repeat. I spend the afternoon working on reports. Dealing with challenges and problem solving. Every workday has its challenges, and being able to describe how you handle problems makes you sound like a confident professional. Let's practice some essential phrases. Sometimes I face difficult challenges. Listen and repeat. Sometimes I face difficult challenges. When problems arise, I try to find solutions quickly. Your turn. When problems arise, I try to find solutions quickly. If something goes wrong, I consult with my supervisor. Repeat. If something goes wrong, I consult with my supervisor. Let's practice describing busy periods. Some days are busier than others. Repeat after me. Some days are busier than others. When we have tight deadlines, everyone works extra hard. Your turn. When we have tight deadlines, everyone works extra hard. During busy periods, I prioritize urgent tasks. Repeat. During busy periods, I prioritize urgent tasks. Lunch break and afternoon activities. Now, let's talk about the middle of your workday. Describing your lunch break and afternoon activities helps create a complete picture of your workday. I usually take lunch around 12:30. Listen and repeat. I usually take lunch around 12:30. I have a 1-hour lunch break. Your turn. I have a 1-hour lunch break. Sometimes I eat lunch with my colleagues. Repeat. Sometimes I eat lunch with my colleagues. Now for afternoon activities. In the afternoon, I catch up on emails. Repeat after me. In the afternoon, I catch up on emails. After lunch, I focus on finishing my projects. Your turn. After lunch, I focus on finishing my projects. The afternoon is usually quieter than the morning. Repeat. The afternoon is usually quieter than the morning. Ending your workday. Finally, let's practice describing how you end your workday. This is important for creating a complete narrative. I finish work at 5 p.m. Listen and repeat. I finish work at 5 p.m. Before leaving, I organize my desk for tomorrow. Your turn. Before leaving, I organize my desk for tomorrow. I wrap up my tasks and plan for the next day. Repeat. I wrap up my tasks and plan for the next day. At the end of the day, I feel satisfied with my work. Repeat after me. At the end of the day, I feel satisfied with my work. Complete workday description. Putting it all together. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to put all these phrases together in a natural, flowing description of a complete workday. Listen carefully to how I connect the ideas. I usually arrive at the office around 8:30 a.m. The first thing I do is check my emails and review my schedule for the day. In the morning, I typically focus on my most important tasks because I'm most productive then. Today, for example, I have a team meeting at 10 a.m. where we'll discuss our current project progress. After the meeting, I spend time working on a presentation for next week's client meeting. I collaborate closely with my colleague Sarah on this project. I'm responsible for analyzing market data and creating visual reports. My main tasks include researching trends, updating spreadsheets, and preparing summary documents. I spend most of my morning working on these analytical tasks. Around 12:30, I take my lunch break. Sometimes I eat with colleagues in the cafeteria, but today I'm having a working lunch with a client. In the afternoon, I catch up on emails and finalize the presentation slides. Some days are busier than others, and when we have tight deadlines, I prioritize urgent tasks. If any problems arise, I discuss them with my supervisor to find the best solutions. I finish work at 5 p.m., but before leaving, I organize my desk and plan tomorrow's priorities. At the end of the day, I feel satisfied knowing I've accomplished my goals. Key connecting words and phrases. Notice how I used connecting words to make the description flow naturally. Let me teach you these important connectors. Time connectors. First, then, after that, finally, these show sequence. In the morning, in the afternoon, at the end of the day, these show time periods. Addition connectors. Also, besides that, additionally, these add information. Contrast connectors. However, on the other hand, sometimes but other times these show differences. Let's practice using these connectors. First, I check my emails. Then, I review my schedule. Repeat. First, I check my emails. Then, I review my schedule. In the morning, I focus on reports. However, in the afternoon, I attend meetings. Your turn. In the morning, I focus on reports. However, in the afternoon, I attend meetings. Advanced professional language. For those of you who want to sound even more professional, here are some advanced phrases you can use. Instead of I do, try I handle client inquiries. I manage project timelines. I oversee team activities. Instead of I work with, try I collaborate with various departments. I coordinate with external partners. I liaise with international clients. Instead of I finish, try I complete my daily objectives. I wrap up pending tasks. I conclude my work for the day. Let's practice these. I handle customer complaints professionally. Repeat. I handle customer complaints professionally. I coordinate with the sales team weekly. Your turn. I coordinate with the sales team weekly. Common mistakes to avoid. Let me share some common mistakes I hear from students when they describe their workday. Mistake 1. Using only simple present tense. Wrong. I go to work. I do my job. I come home. Better. I usually go to work at 8 a.m. During the day, I handle various tasks. At 5 p.m., I head home. Mistake 2. Not using connecting words. Wrong. I check emails. I attend meetings. I write reports. Better. First, I check emails. Then I attend meetings. After that, I write reports. Mistake 3. Being too vague. Wrong. I work in an office and do computer work. Better. I work in marketing, and I'm responsible for analyzing customer data and creating promotional campaigns. Your 7-day practice challenge. Here's what I want you to do for the next 7 days. Every evening, spend 5 minutes describing your workday in English. Use the template I gave you, but try to add more details each day. Day 1. Use the basic template. Day 2. Add connecting words. Day 3. Include one challenge you faced. Day 4. Describe a colleague interaction. Day 5. Add more specific professional vocabulary. Day 6. Include your feelings about the day. Day 7. Give a complete, fluent description. By day 7, you'll be amazed at how naturally you can describe your workday in English. Why this skill is so valuable. Being able to describe your workday confidently opens many doors. You can network effectively at professional events, answer job interview questions smoothly, make small talk with international colleagues, share your professional experience clearly, build rapport with English-speaking clients. This isn't just about language learning. It's about professional development and career advancement. Real-life application tips. Here are some practical ways to use these skills immediately. In job interviews, when they ask, "Tell me about a typical day in your current role," you'll be ready. At networking events, you can confidently explain what you do professionally. With international colleagues, you can participate in workplace conversations naturally. On professional social media, you can write about your work experience clearly. During performance reviews, you can articulate your daily contributions effectively, adapting for different work environments. Let me show you how to adapt these phrases for different types of work. If you work from home, I start my workday from my home office at 9 a.m. I attend virtual meetings throughout the day. I communicate with my team through video calls and messages. If you work in retail, I begin my shift by organizing the store displays. I spend most of my day helping customers find what they need. I handle transactions and maintain inventory. If you work in healthcare, I start my shift by reviewing patient charts. I provide care and monitor patient progress throughout the day. I coordinate with doctors and other healthcare professionals. Building confidence in professional English. Remember, describing your workday is one of the most practical English skills you can develop. You're not just learning vocabulary, you're building the confidence to participate fully in professional environments. Every time you practice these phrases, you're preparing yourself for real-world professional situations. Every sentence you master brings you closer to your career goals. Your next steps. Before this episode ends, I want you to do 3 things. Choose your workday template and fill it in with your specific information. Practice saying your complete workday description out loud at least once. Commit to the 7-day practice challenge I outlined. And if you found this lesson helpful and want me to return with more professional English topics, like describing your career goals, handling workplace conflicts in English, or presenting ideas professionally, please let Kevin, Sarah, and Lisa know in the comments. Let's end with some confidence-building affirmations about your professional English abilities. Repeat after me with conviction. I can describe my workday clearly and confidently in English. My professional English skills improve every day. I am comfortable talking about my work in English. I sound professional and competent when I speak English at work. I am ready to use these skills in real professional situations. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. This is Mia, reminding you that professional English confidence comes from practice, not perfection. Start using these phrases tomorrow and watch how naturally they become part of your professional vocabulary. Your career has no limits when you can communicate confidently in English. Keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, every professional conversation is an opportunity to shine. Until next time, keep speaking with confidence.